Are you looking for the best turntable speakers? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best turntable speakers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Klipsch The 9's Turntable Speakers. Want a set of speakers with a connection panel dressed to the 9s? That's not why Klipsch named its latest set of powered speakers. But it's fitting. And during our time with the 9s, we found Klipsch knocked it out of the park. Our tests included hooking the speakers up to an Audio-Technica at LP140XP direct drive turntable. While the speaker's built-in preamp was bested by a standalone RDJ Pre 2 phono preamp, we found the convenience of using the 9's as-is to be very compelling. We're also fans of the fact that Klipsch's speakers feature a grounding peg, so your music won't have to compete with an annoying hum. In our listening area, a 15x20 foot room, the speakers filled the room with well-balanced sound. Though it has a subwoofer output, we never considered plugging one in thanks to the bass responsive of each speaker's massive woofer. While they worked well out of the box, we were able to make EQ tweaks using Klipsch's mobile app. A big part of the 9's appeal is that they're an all-in-one audio system for lively sound aficionados. Yes, a sound system with multiple discrete components can sound better, but you'd end up spending more money and taking up more space. Again, convenience without much compromise makes a compelling case for these speakers. Admittedly, the 9's are larger than standard bookshelf speakers, but they're still relatively compact considering the punchy, almost tower-sized sound the horn-loaded tweeters and 8-inch woofers can produce. While we're recommending the 9's wholeheartedly for use with a turntable, digital music listeners will appreciate the fact that their DAC supports native playback for 24-bit/192 kHz resolution audio files. Whether you hook them up to a record player, TV, or computer, you're going to get a consistent experience. This set of turntable speakers is part of a series designed for listeners who sweat the details, and we could recommend all those speakers for analog music enthusiasts. Number 2. Andover SpinBase Max Premium Speaker. If you're short on space but don't want to skimp on sound, Andover Audio's SpinBase Max is the right turntable speaker for you. Rather than building 2 separate speakers that need to be connected with a cable, Andover Audio fit all of the components into a soundbar-looking platform designed to sit directly below your record player. In our tests, the vibration from this speaker didn't make a turntable's needle jump even when listening to bassier music at a moderate volume level. The SpinBase Max understated look complements its integrated design. All of the speaker's inputs and outputs are located on its backside, while the front features its large volume knob. Turning the volume knob clockwise turns it on, while turning it counterclockwise turns it off. We have to admit, a turntable does look pretty cool sitting on top of this speaker, and aesthetics have always mattered in audio, though not nearly as much as sound. Thankfully, Andover Audio sweated the details there, too. The SpinBase Max produced music that was detailed and textured when paired with Victrola's Stream Onyx turntable. We could easily pick out individual instruments in rock, pop, and jazz music across the entire frequency range. You can also tweak its sound by twisting bass and treble knobs on the back of the speaker. Your experience will depend on your turntable, the condition of your albums, and how the music was mixed and mastered, but if you hear bad sound, it's not because of this speaker. The one place where Andover Audio's SpinBase Max falls down is in stereo separation, though the situation isn't as dire as it may seem. The speaker's drivers are pointed outward, so sound does come at you from multiple directions to create a respectable soundstage. Still, it's not quite as accurate as the one you'd get from a 2-speaker system, which gives you full control over each one's angle. On the plus side, you never need to worry about whether 2 speakers are spaced equidistantly from a wall, or whether you're sitting in the sweet spot. The SpinBase Max succeeds at being a great solution for turntable enthusiasts without enough room for a huge audio system, and its Bluetooth support is a nice bonus if you also like listening to digital music. Number 3. PSB Alpha IQ Streaming Powered Speakers. The Alpha IQ powered pair from Ontario, Canada's PSB speakers is compact enough to fit any shelf, tucked beside LPs, flanking a laptop, or bookending a turntable, naturally, and offer natural, nuanced playback from any imaginable source. Packed with Class D amplifiers and wirelessly paired together, the primary and secondary speakers only require 2 wall sockets and Wi-Fi to give you access to AirPlay 2 and countless high-resolution streaming services through the BlueOS app, while also allows you to sync/pass off audio between compatible speakers on your home network, such as the Omni Hybrid Pulse M. There's Tidal Connect with MQA decoding, and Spotify Connect built-in. There's also Bluetooth 5.0, SBC, AAC, aptX HD, a Toslink optical input, and you can play up to 24-bit/192 kHz digital files off an external USB drives. An HDMI input lets you make it a movie or gaming night. But we're here because of analog albums, and these pint-sized but persuasive connected speakers include a moving magnet phono input, or 3.5mm AUX in for preamp-equipped platters, that invites any top-notch record player to the party. The Alpha IQs impart the warmth and lucidity of well-maintained grooves, though a low-impedance cartridge can leave you wanting for more volume. A comprehensive hub for expressive audio, the active, two-way design maintains its composure and delivers full-fidelity finesse no matter how you feed the Alpha IQ. Balance and separation are top-notch, aided by PSB's signature driver inversion. The woofer on top/tweeter on bottom configuration helps keep frequencies in phase, whether standing or sitting. And the pair's proportions can be deceiving. The Alpha IQ speakers push impressive air for their size, capable of reaching a punchy 90 dB without breaking up. Not recommended for medical reasons. No, they can't defy physics, so fans of hip-hop, hyperpop, etc. may wish for more bass, but there's more than you'd expect in a subwoofer output if you require reinforcement. In a typically sized room, the Alpha IQ will allow you to fill the space with sound, not chords. They may not be cheap, but if it's compact connectivity you're looking for, they may be your best value. Number 4. KEF LS50 Wireless 2-Powered Bookshelf Speakers. KEF speakers, particularly 2012's LS50, have dazzled audiophiles for years, but the updated LS50 Meta 2-way bass reflex speakers take the stunning clarity of sound to an even higher level. A new 12th generation UniQ driver embeds the 1-inch tweeter within the 5.25-inch woofer, giving the LS50 Meta $1,499 a pair, a stark, single-cone look and stunning off-axis response, as you can see in the $2,499 KEF LS50 Wireless 2 above, which shares a driver assembly with the LS50 Meta. New, proprietary metamaterial absorption technology, MAT, is integrated behind the driver to reduce distortion. The result is a beautiful design and an even more satisfying sound, which is why they are one of our favorite speakers for music. These hi-fi speakers deliver a frequency response of 47 Hz to 45 kHz and a maximum output of 106 dB from a relatively compact enclosure of 11.89 inches, H, by 7.87 inches, W, by 10.94 inches, D. Because the LS50 Meta is a passive system, you'll need to supply it with ample power. While you could opt for a bulky receiver, another option is a stack of separates, like the Arkham Radius series, or an all-in-one player like the Cambridge EVO 150, an attractive, audiophile 150W per channel streaming amp/DAC for building the best sounding system to project powerful audio without taking up much area. If you'd prefer to achieve the same pinpoint imaging in self-contained, self-amplified speakers, the KEF LS50 Wireless 2 is the best wireless pair because it takes the foundation of the LS50 Meta and folds in 100W of power, HDMI, analog, and digital audio ports, plus Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity, including 24-bit/96 kHz wireless streaming and compatibility with AirPlay 2, Chromecast, Roon, HD and Ultra HD music from Amazon Music, and more. Though you will need an external preamp to bring the signal up to appropriate levels. DSP helps the bass hit lower and harder than the Meta, while the impact that the sonically and aesthetically complementary KEF KC62 subwoofer can add to either for extending the low end and opening up the headroom cannot be overstated. Want to dig even deeper into every track? The best premium pick with 2 force-canceling bass driver arrangements per cabinet. Number 5. Edifier R1280dB's active Bluetooth bookshelf speakers. The R1280dBs typify Edifier's mission to bring excellent value to the world of audio, and are a great entry point if you've gotten your first turntable. The speakers feature a multi-driver audio system with a subwoofer output in case you need more bass, several connectivity options, and Bluetooth support. A pair EQ knobs on the right speaker allow you to tweak the R1280dB's bass and treble to your taste, which is a feature most speakers lack. Edifier even includes a remote, so you can switch inputs or adjust the speaker's volume from across the room, and 3 sets of cables so you can begin using them immediately. For $150, you're not going to get the same quality of sound that you would get from the PSB Alpha IQs above, but those speakers are almost 10 times as expensive. That said, in our experience, Edifier speakers have always performed very well for their price. The only trouble you may run into when using the R1280DBs is their lack of an integrated phono preamp. If your turntable has a preamp or you've already picked up a standalone one, this won't be an issue, but it's something to keep in mind while you're building your system. Beyond that, Edifier's R1280DBs are an excellent self-contained digital audio system on top of being an excellent set of turntable speakers.